Hello everyone, I'm Mr.RatanBajaj and AI experts, and I am founder of AI company that's focused on the integration of artificial intelligence in the various sectors. And today we are going to deliver into the highly controversial and crucial topics. There are the shakings ups to social media's world. Well, to discuss the recent arrested of the Telegram CEO and Elon Musk strongly to react on X platforms and why he too pointed to figuring at Meta, CEO Mark Zuckerberg. In this video, we not to the cover a fact, but also to provide the perspective and what happens in the digital world and where to the censorship and privacy, child exploitations and concerns are guidance. Firstly, let me deliver into the facts to surroundings the arrested of the Telegram CEO. This situations the sparks to massively deliberates across the globals. The Telegrams now as its to strong senses to privacy and encryption hates has to often to found it's in the cross hesitates of their governance who argue that the platform to using the facilitate illegal activities and including the terrorism and child exploitations. However, the telegrams has to the consistently the pushing the backs against the concernships and has to refuse the provide the backdoors access to users data. This tends to reaching the bullying the points resulting the arrested of the CEO under the allegations of enabling the illegal activities by not to the complaints with the governance, surveillances, and demands. The arrest, why this matter? The arrest of Telegram CEO is more than just a legal just clash between the privacy rights and governance oversights, and it raises to significantly questions about the futures of encryption platforms. Should the CEO have to responsible for how the platforms are users, or should the focus on their the protecting the users all the costs, and this including could set the dangerous to perspectives precedents when the tech leaders are punishing for the prioritizing the users privacy over the governance demands. We could the critical analysis where the balancing should be struck. Elon Musk react on the X platforms in this controversial. Elon Musk now that's his candid and the sometimes to controversy the tweets to X from that the Twitter to voice his concerns about the arresting. He made a pointed statements about the Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Say because the already two caps into the censorships. Pursues to Instagrams has to the massive child exploitations problems, but arrest but not arrested for Zuckerberg, as he too censors the freely to speech and give the governments to backdoors accuse to users data. Elon Musk comments the underscores a broader debates about the role of social media and platforms into the policing contents and various protections to speech and highlight the debate standard statements, and that's to exist when comes and to enforce the law against the different tech companies. The role of allegations. Musk criticisms of Meta Mark Zuckerberg is not to the unfounded. His to facing share the scrutiny and how can we handle the child exploitations on its platforms. Despite the significantly resources, to Instagram has to struggling to contain these issues to leading the public advocacy and calls for more stingness and actions. However, that's instead to arresting the legal actions to against its two leaders, and Meta has to largely to recap with the minimal focusing on censoring contents and giving the governance they can want. This arising the questions are some companies and their leaders similarly about the law, while other like the Telegram facing the several consequences. Perspective and opinions from my perspective has to the ongoing situations to reflecting the broader challenges. That's the tech industries, the facing the balancing user privacy and free to speech and regulatory compliances. And an AI expert, I see that's the potential of technology to solving the many of these issues, but the requiring the balancing approach, for instance, of AI could be used to better and detects and prevents the illegal activities without the compromising the user privacy. And however, it's also to improvements that's to tech company that don't do not to bow every governance demands that can be leads, extensives and censorships, and a loss of fundamental freedoms, and this arrest of Telegram CEO and it takes to reminder that we need to clear and fair and consistent rules and across the industries to protect the both users and innovators. The broader implementation of social media platforms, the broader implementations in these events, the stack the beyond just the telegrams and meta, the social media platform to across the world, and are the users to increasing the perspectives to regulations and contents to prevent the illegal activities, and yet to maintain the delicates the balances and protecting the free speech. This solutions to call the more transparency and from that's the companies and about how can we handle the government requirements, and what the means they can be taking to protect the users data. So moreover, there needs to be a global diligence. How can we regulate these platforms in the way and fair and respects, and this rights to both the users and platforms owners. Lastly, in this video conclusions, we discuss in this conclusions, the arrest of Telegram CEO and ensure that comments of Elon Musk highlights the complexities often to contradicting the landscapes, social media regulations. While it's too clear to platforms must be more combat illegal activities, we must also ensure that we don't lost the sights of importance, the privacy and free to speech. We also to moves to forward. I hope we see that more innovations and better policies and that can be address the challenges without the sacrificing the principles that's mapped to the internet to place a free to expressions. If you found it that the video that's insightful, please like and share and subscribe, and that's update to latest discussions around the technology and privacies and evolution of social medias landscapes. Ideal loves, we have to throw that issue to drop a comment, and let me now that's convictions going to don't forget hit and bell icons, and you want to miss any of my future video.